Then now it's see. Now let's see this. Case statements. In case statement, I covered simple case. Okay, na? Case statement I covered what's it? Simple case. So when we use case statement, you want to implement what if then else. Now, so I given one example, two examples. If department number is 10, increment salary by 10%. Department number is 20, increment by 15, 30, 20%, others 5%. Okay, then now what the next one is searched case. Searched case. Use searched case. Use searched case when use searched case when conditions what not based on equal to operate. Okay. Use searched case when conditions not based on equal to operate. In conditions based on equal to, use simple case. When conditions not based on equal to, then use what? Searched case. How to use case what? When condition 1. Then expression 1. When condition 2, then expression 2. So on. Next what? Else written expression. Every case statement ends with what's at ends. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, na? No. Hmm. So here, how it works. Okay, then. Okay. Then. See this. If this condition true, if this condition true, case statement return this. If this condition true, case statement return this. If all conditions false, case statement returns what's else. If any condition true, case statement return this. If all the conditions are false, case statement returns what's else. Okay, then. So, but here conditions can be based on any operator. Okay, na? In simple case, in simple case, okay, in simple case, here you don't write condition. Here you write what's the value. What the value? 10, 20. Department number equals to 10. Department number equal to 20, 30. Job, clerk, manager, salesman. Here you write values. But in searched case, you write what's the conditions. Okay? Then. So you this when conditions not based on equal to. Then, for example, I want to show e-name, salary range. Then I want to show name, salary, salary range. Then I want to show the name, salary range. What the salary range is? Okay. I want to show this one 0 to 2000, 2000 to 4000, and above 4000. I want to show like this above 4000. I want to divide the salary into three ranges. What that is? 0 to 2000, 2000 to 4000, above 4000. I want to show each and every employee's salary plus salary range. I want to show every employee's salary plus salary range. Then how to write? Select WhatsApp, e-name, salary, then case. Case, what that is? When? When what? If employee's salary between 0 and what's that? 2000. Then what do you want to show? I want to show 0 to 2000. If actual salary between 0 to 2000, I want to return 0 to 2000. If salary between what? When? Salary between what's it? 2001 and 4000. Then what do you want to return? 2001. Next one, 4000. Okay, na? Not not 0 to 2000, not 2000 to 4000. Means above 4000. If it is above 4000, then what do you want to show? Above 4000. Every case statement should end with what? And as salary range from EMP. No? No. 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 So let's see this. You go to this table. This is the actual table. Okay, na? This is the table. No. So go to the first one. What is the salary? 920. Salary is 920. Salary is between 0 to 2000. Yes. Then what is case statement returns? 0 to 2000. And go to the next one. What is the salary? 1920. Is 1920 is between 0 and 2000? Yes. 0 to 2000. Next one. 3450. 3450. 3450 is between 0 to 2000? No. 2000 to 4000? Yes. Then what it returns? 2000 to 4000. So it checks every salary between this range and this range and this range. Based on that, it will return the value. Okay. Then, so let me run this query. Execute. Then, now you see this. What the first employee? 0 to 2000. Second one, 0 to 0 to 2000 to 4000, 0 to 2000, 2000 to 4000, 2000 to 4000, 5500. What is above 5000? Okay, that understood or not? That. So I'm dividing the salaries in what range? Okay, then. Hmm, hmm, okay. Okay. Hmm, okay. Understood. Then. So why we are using set case here? Why we are using set case here? Condition based on what? Condition not based on equal to. Condition is based on not based on equal to. Between, like, in, is, then use set case. When condition based on, you see the law yesterday's two examples. A condition based on equal. Here also conditions based on equal to. Then use simple case. Here it is not based on equal to. Here it is based on between. Then use set case. Just you tell me, you write this. There is a table, student number, student name, subject 1, subject 3, student number A, 80, 90, 70, student 2 B, 30, 60, 50, 50, 60, 50. So this is the table. There are two tables here. One table is student table, another table is then student table, student marks. Then okay, na? This table is given to you. From this table, they're asking display student number, total, average, results. Show the total average result. Total average result. Result means pass fail. Result means what, sir? Pass or fail. Hmm. Hmm. So, so tell me, sir, what? Hmm? Select student number, comma, total sum. Sum of sum, na? That average. How to calculate average? Not saying some average function. See, once again, be clear when to use sum, when to use AVG. Can in question if he asks total, then don't think that use sum function. In question if he asks average, then don't think that AVG function. So this is question English. Okay, na? But don't think that in SQL for calculating total year for this scenario, for calculating total sum, for calculating average AVG function. So be clear when to use average, when average is required, when average is not required, when sum is required, when sum is not required. Then so just be clear. Sir, here, just listen this. Sir, some values are like this. Okay? Some values are like this. Then uh, means like best example is, sir, here. This is e name. E name, e name, what's it? Salary. January salary, February salary, March salary, like that. April salary, May salary, like that. How much? Then employee Smith, employee Smith salary. Suppose is taken 5,000 January month. Alan is taken 3,000. What is taken 2,000? Okay, na? Next, so Jones is taken what's that? 4,000. Just example. Next one, February month. February month, Alan taken 4,000. March month is taken 6,000. Just example. Sir, okay, na? Then I want to calculate the total salary paid to Smith in the year. Just I taken only 3 months. Let us assume 12 months there. I want to calculate total salary paid to the Smith in 2023. Then what you have to do? You have to add the values. Yes, you have to add these values. For adding these values, don't use sum. For adding these values, don't use sum function. What do you have to write? For adding these values, you have to write what's that? Jan plus Feb plus March plus something. Like you have to write like this. Don't use sum. Sum is not required for adding these values. Okay. Then I want to find out how much is spent, how much organization spent in January month. In January month, how much is spent? Okay. What the total salary spent to the employees in January month? That means I have to calculate this. I have to add this. I want to add this. If you want to add this, then function is sum. You want to add the values in January month, then sum function. You want to add January, February, March values, then don't use sum. Say what? Jan plus Feb plus March. Sir, understood? You want to add salaries. There are 14 employees' salaries. I want to add all the salaries, then sum. I want to add salary and commission, then salary plus commission, not sum. Understood, na? Then now tell me how to calculate the total. S1 plus S2 plus S3 as total. Next one, average. Then average. Then will we use average function? Do you use average function? No. Then S1 plus S1 plus S1 plus S2 plus S3 by 3 as average. Result is pass fail. And pass and fail is based on individual subject marks. If individual subject marks greater than 35, result is pass, otherwise fail. Then case. Here it is based on condition. No? Pass and fail is based on condition. Then you have to use case statement. Case. Simple case, set case. Set. Because here conditions based on equal to, greater than, less than. Greater than, less than. Then use what? Such case. Case when what is the condition? S1 greater than or equals to 35. Next. Only S1 is enough. And then when is it to be passed? If you get pass marks in all the subjects, then and S2 greater than or equals to 35. S3 greater than or equals to 35. Then pass. Next one. Else fail. Then and as average from EM. As result. From not employee, from student. That's all. So if individual subject marks greater than 35, in all the subjects, if we get 35 marks, then pass. Otherwise, fail. Okay, na? Okay, next. So this is simple and what structured case. Okay, that's all. So this is how to use case statements. Sir, okay now? Now, next. Sir, here in last class, you calculated max means sum like this. Suppose sum of salary. So what this calculates? This calculates what? Total salary. Total salary paid to all the employees. This calculates total salary paid to all the employees. But it is calculating from whole table. That means what is this 33,000 represents the total salary paid to all the employees. But I don't want the, the total salary from the whole organization. I want department wise total salary. This is how much is spent to all the employees. Yes, but I don't want the total salary spent to all the employees. I want to calculate department wise total salary. How much is spent to 10th department? How much is spent to 20th? How much is spent to 30th? How much is spent to 40th? Department wise, I want to calculate what's that total salary. Some employees belongs to what? Some employees belongs to what's that 10th department. If you want, you can say order by department number SN, so that then. So there are three employees belongs to 10th department. I want to calculate total salary paid to 10th department. There are five employees belongs to 20th. I want to calculate total salary paid to 20th. I want to calculate total salary paid to 30th. So you want to calculate what's that department wise. That means so you want to execute what some function. Okay, na? You want to execute what's that some function. You want to execute this sum on each department. You don't want to calculate this value from whole table. You want to calculate this for each department. Then how to calculate this value for each department? Okay, na? Then don't apply this function on whole table. Apply this function on each department. But to apply this function on each department, first of all, what we have to do is, okay, then 1 second, see this. Then this is Oracle. Then so if you want to calculate department wise total salary, then what you have to do is, okay, then so department number, next one, what's that salary from EMP ordered by department number ascending. Then, so if you want to calculate department wise, first of all, what you have to do? Okay, na? First you have to see. First you have to group the records. What's that? Department wise. First one, group the records. What's that? Department wise. If you group the records department wise, then the department becomes one group. 20 becomes one group. 30 becomes one group. Now, for each group, it can calculate what? For each group, it can calculate what's her total salary. For each group, it can calculate total salary. Yes or no? So if you want to calculate this value department wise, first group the records what's her department wise. If you group the records department wise, then it can calculate department wise total salary. Understood? But question is how to group the records department wise. To group the records department wise, we use one class. What that class is? Group by class. Group by class. Hmm. Group by class. Then group by class is used to group rows. Group by class is used for grouping. Okay, na? Grouping. Use it to group rows. Group rows based on one or more columns. Based on one or more columns. Grouping is based on columns. Hmm. Group rows based on one or more columns. Okay, then uh, grouping based on department number means grouping based on department number means 10th department becomes one group, 20 becomes one group, 30 becomes one group. Grouping based on job means grouping based on job means clerk becomes one group, manager becomes one group, salesman becomes one group. Okay, then so what you are doing is creating what's that groups, creating the groups. Okay, then sir, simple once again, simple. See, sir, here actually in class you take class. In class, students are sitting like this: male student, female, male, female, male, male, female, like this. So students are sitting like this. Okay, na? Then if students are sitting like this, what is the, like, I want to calculate how many male students, how many female students. I want to calculate. If students are like this, it is difficult to calculate how many males, how many females. Then I do one thing. First, what I will do, I'll group this into what's it? Males into one. Okay, na? Group this males into what's it? One. Females into one. So if you group this males and females into one, then it is easy to calculate one. How many males, how many females. What is this is called? Grouping. Grouping based on gender. Grouping based on gender. Okay. Then. Then. So grouping used to group rows based on one or more columns. What is the purpose? Why? Why you want to group? What is the requirement? Hmm? What purpose you group? What is the purpose of grouping, Bas? Hmm? What is the purpose of grouping? Okay, na? Then the purpose of grouping is to calculate what? To calculate what's that? Min, max, sum, average, count for each group. My aim is to calculate min, max, sum, average, count for each. So I want to calculate these values for each group. Okay, then. Hmm. So department wise, you want to calculate total salary. Department wise, you want to calculate number of employees. If you want to calculate these values for each group, then use what? Group by. If you want to calculate these values from the whole table, grouping is not required. You want to calculate these values particular field wise, grouping is required. Department wise total salary, job wise number of employees, then grouping is required. Understood? Then. So now, then. For example, for example, to calculate department wise total salary. For example, to calculate department wise total salary, first we need to what? First we need to group records based on what? First, we need to group records based on department number. First, we need to group records based on department number. First, we need to group records based on department number, and then apply what's it? Apply some shall function on each department instead of applying it on what's it? Whole table. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Now, let's see. Suppose this is the table. Number, name, salary, what's it? Number, name, salary, department number. Okay. Then, so number is 1, name is A, salary is what's it? 5,000, department number is 10. Employee 2, name is B, salary is 4,000, department number is 20. Employee 3, C, then 3,000, department number is what? Department number is 30. And employee 4, D, salary is what? 4,000, department number is 10. Employee 5, E, salary is what? 3,000, 20. This is the table. This is the table. Okay. Then, so from this table, what do you want? Okay. Then from this table, what I want is, I want what's it? Department wise. 10th department, what is the total salary? 10th department, what is the total salary? 9,000. 20th, what is the total salary? 20th, how many there? 4, 3, 7,000. 30th, how many are there? 30th, what? 3,000. In the department, 9,000. 20th, 7,000. 30th, 9,000. Sorry, 30th, 3,000, na? Son, correct, na? Ah, okay. See, what if this is table? From table, you want this out. What do you want? What this is? Department-wise total salary. Then what you have to use? You have to use what's the group? You use group. Hmm. In the department, how much? 20th, how much? 30th, how much? Department-wise total salary. That. Yes. Next. Yeah. Suppose now, but what is this is called? This is called what's a detailed date. What is this is called? Summarized date. What is this is called? Detailed date. Because it gives details. What is this is called? Summarized date. Okay, na? Summary. This is called summary. Okay, then. Summarized data. Then summarized data is useful for what's that? Analysis. Summarized data is useful for what? Analysis. If data is in summarized form, analysis is easy. If data is in detailed form, analysis is difficult. Data is in detailed form, analysis is difficult. If data is in summarized form, analysis is easy. Okay, but question is how to convert the detailed data into summarized data. How to convert detailed data into summarized data by using group by. Okay, then now let's see. Let's see then. So group by class what? Group by class what set converts detailed data into summarized data, which is useful for what? Analysis. Hmm. Okay. Then. Hmm. So actually, suppose there is a table, person, just listen, person table. In this table, that's storing each and every person details in India. In India, whoever got Aadhaar card, his person details are stored. Aadhaar number, name, next one, age, okay, next one, address, gender, address, next one, address, city or village, state, like this. Okay, pin code, etc. Something. So that's storing each and every person details. This table contains how many persons? This table contains how many persons? 147 crores. How many person details are stored? 147. Because in India, everyone has got Aadhaar card. If Aadhaar card is there, that person details are stored in this table. Yes or no? So this table contains what's it? Each and every person details. Okay, then now let's see. Now, so suppose there is an analyst in there is a department. In one department, there is an analyst. Analysts want to analyze this data. In government company, government organization, there is an analyst. The analysts want to analyze this data. So you give this table to him. This table is given to him. Ask him to analyze. Give this table to him, analyst, and ask him to analyze. Can you do the analysis? No. Difficult, time taking. It takes months. Why? Because he has to go through how many? 147 rows. How many rows? 147 rows. Going through 147 rows takes months' time. Yes or no? Instead of giving like this, I give data like this. AP state, what is the male population? AP state, what is the female population? TS state, what is the male population? TS state, what is the female population? Okay, na? I'll give data like this. If I give the data like this, now he can easily analyze or not? Yes. Okay, na? Now he doesn't need to go through 147. So just this amount of data is very small. Yes. How many states? 29. 29 states. 29 states. So he has to go through only 29 states. Yes or no? Okay, na? Then, so then what is this is called? What is this is called? Summarized data. What is this is called? Detailed data. What is this is called? Summarized data. So prepare the summarized data Give this data to analyst, he will analyze the data. But question is how to convert this detailed data into summarized data by using group by. So class converts detailed data into summarized data. Then what the syntax is, what syntax? Select what's columns from table name. Select columns from table name. What is this is where condition. Next one, group by what column names. Group by column name. Select columns from table name where condition group by column name. Then next, like not only column 1, column 2, so on. Next one, having condition. Next one, order by what's that? Column 1, column 2, so on. Like this. Okay, then. Sir, okay. Next. So where group by having order by. Now, so where is what's that? Where is in square brackets? Optional. Having in square brackets. Optional. Order by in square brackets. Optional. All these classes are what? Optional. Okay, then. Okay, next. So this is the syntax. What is the execution? The order of execution. What is the order of execution? Then order of execution is first what's that? From next where next group by next having next cell sorry next select next order. Execution is this. What is the meaning? Execution, like what is this is? You have to follow this order. Developer has to follow this order. To write the query, you have to follow this order. But what SQL Server follows? SQL Server execute the query in this order. You understood or not? This is the order followed by SQL Server. This is the order followed by developer. Developer has to follow this order. SQL Server will follow this order. Which class is executed first? From next one, where next group by next having next select next order by. So this is the order of execution. Okay, then. Okay, next. Okay, then. Now, let's see. Let's see the examples. Okay, let's see the examples. Then, suppose I am asking display department wise total salary. Display department wise total salary. Then what? I want to calculate department wise total salary. Then what? Select what's that? Select what? Suppose sum of salary from EM. Sum of salary from EM. Okay. But this is calculated from what? whole table. But you want to calculate this each for each department. Yes, you want to calculate this for each department. If you want to calculate this department wise, then group the records based on what's it department wise. Then what group by what's it department number. But if you say group by, the sum shall is not calculated from whole table. Sum shall is calculated for each department, each group. How many groups are created? 3, 10, 20, 30. So then now you see this 9,600, 12,000, 11,000, 520. Okay, na? What this is? Total salary. Then total salary. But here, sir, in the output, it's not showing the department number. If you don't show the department number, then our user will understand that 9,600 is what? 10th department, this is 20, this is 30. We understand? Then in the output, show the department number also. How? Select what's that? Department number. Select department number. Then run this here. So what is 9680? 10th department total, 20th total, 30th total. So what is this showing? This is showing what's that? Department wise total. So I'm executing the query in Oracle. Execute this query in Oracle. Same, no? You got the out, but values are different. Why? Values are different means salaries are maybe different. Yes or no? Okay, na? Then. But query is working or not? Yes. Then. So what this gives? This gives what's it? Department wise total salary. Okay, na? Then. So execute this query. Then. So this is giving what's it? Department wise. This is giving department wise. Okay, next. So it is showing only some salary. Yes. Next. Suppose I'll ask display what? Display what's it? 1 second. Sir, here, how this query works? How this query works? How it is executed? Okay, na? Then how this query is executed? First it goes to what? Table. What is the table? EMP. Order of execution. First it goes to from. It goes to from. It is table. Then from EMP. Okay, na? Then from what is the from class? EMP table. Then Oracle goes to EMP table. After going to EMP table, what is the next one? After from, what is the next? Group by. Okay. After from, what is the next one? Sir, okay. After from where? But here in our query, where is not there? Then what is the next? Group by. So group by. Group by department number. Then group by department number. Then what happens? Group by department number means groups. 10th becomes one group. What are the record belongs to this group? 1A, 5,000. Next one, 2B, 4,000. Next, 20. 20 becomes one group. 20 becomes one group. 2B, 4,000. Next, 2B, 4,000. Next, 5E, 3,000. Sir, okay, na? 20 becomes one group, bas. 10 becomes one group. 30 becomes one group. 30 becomes one. 30. This is 30. 30 becomes one group. Okay, then. So total how many groups are created? 3 groups. So first it goes to the table. After going to the table, it creates what, sir? Groups. After groups, what is the next one? What is the next one? Select. Next one is select. Then select. What? Select. What you are selecting? The select is selected from. Sir, here, one second. See, select e-name from EMP. What it selects? E-name. E-name from every row. The table contains 14 rows. It go to the first row. Select what? E-name. Go to second row. Select e-name. Go to third row. Select e-name. This e-name is selected from every row. Now this select is not applied on each row. Select is applied on each group. Usually select is applied on what? Each row. But now it is not applied on each row. It is applied on each group. It go to the first group. It go to the first group. From first group, what is selected? From first group, what is selected? Department number. What is the department number? 10. Next one, sum sal. What is the sum sal? 9,000. Sum sal is 9,000. Next one, second group, 20. It go to second group, 20. Then sum sal. What is that is? 7,000. Next one, 30. Then sum sal. What is that is? 3,000. It go to the first group. From first group, select department number and execute the sum sal. When sum sal is executed, it calculates total salary. But total salary is applied on only this group. So it go to second group, select department number, calculates total salary. It go to this group, select department number, calculate total salary. From each group, it calculates total salary. Understood? That's so. This is how the query is what's executed. You write query like this, but background it's executed like this. So go to the table, group the records based on department wise, and from each group it select department number and total salary. Understood or not? Then okay. Because if you know execution of one query, the remaining queries you can understand easily. Okay, then execution. I explain what's it? Execution of the query. 20 what? Sorry, 10 what, sir? 4D now. Sorry, this is what? 4. This is D. What is the salary? 4,000. Okay. Okay, now? Now. Okay. Mm. So previous one is calculating only department wise. Yes or no? Department wise only total salary. I want all the details. Then suppose what? Minimum salary, min sal. Next one, what's the maximum salary as max sal. Total salary as total sal. Next I want number of employees, comma number of employees. Then counts are as count. Minimum salary as min sal. Maximum salary max sal. Sum salary total sal. Number of employees count. So this is group by. In the department, minimum, maximum, total. How many? 3. 20th, min, max, total, count. 30th, min, max, total, count. Like this. So what this gives? This gives what's that? Department wise. So display department wise, min, max, okay, total. Next one, number of employees. Now, hmm, next. Suppose, for example, that I want to display year-wise number of employees joined. I want to show year-wise number of employees joined. Then I want to show year-wise number of employees joined. Select what? Then select year-wise number of employees. Then select hmm, year-wise. Hmm, select what? Hmm, I date means not year. I date means year, month, day. I date means not year. Is asking year wise, but you are saying height date wise. Height date means not year. Height date means year, month, day. Then what? Sir, one second. What I'm asking, number of employees. Number of employees means counts are from EMP. Then group by year wise. How to get the year? Date part. YY comma height date. Now it gives year. Height date means not year. Height date means not year. Height date means year, month, day. If you want year part, then date part. So then what this gives? Year wise count. What this gives? Year wise count. 1, 10, 2, 1. What this is count. But what the problem is? Which year count is 1? Which year count is 10? Which year count is 2? Which year count is 1? In the output, you are not showing the year. Then confusion. So show the year also. Then in the output, show the year bars. Then this date part is then, sir, if you want to see something in the output, you have to write it in select. If you write it in select, it will show. If you don't write it in select, it will not show. Then you want to see the year, write it in select. What? Date part, YY, comma, what? Date as year. Then. So 81, 81, 10, 82, 2, 83, 1. Then that's it. So what is this? What is this is year wise, what's the count? Year wise count. Hmm. Okay, no? Then. So run this query. So 80, what's that? 1, 81, 10, 82, 2, 83, 1. What it is showing? Year wise counts. It is showing what's that? Year wise. How many are joining? 80s? 1. 81, 10 employees. 82, 2 employees. 83, 1 employee. Okay. Then. Understood? So that means here, whatever functions we discussed, that functions also can be called in group by. That functions can also be called in group by. Okay. Whatever functions we discussed, that functions can be called in group by class. Okay. That I'm asking day wise. Sunday how many? Monday how many? Tuesday how many? Then need parts. DW. Here also DW. Yes. What is this? Is day. Date part, DW returns day of the week. Sunday how many? Monday how many? Like Sunday how many? 1. Monday 1. Tuesday 3. Wednesday 2. Thursday 4. Friday 2. Saturday 1. But don't show the numbers. Day of the week numbers. Show the day of the week names. Then what? Date name. Don't use date part. Use what? Date name. Okay, na? Date name. What is date name gives? Day of the week. Friday how many? Monday 1. Saturday 1. Sunday 1. Thursday 4. Tuesday 3. Wednesday 2. So what it returns is day wise. Day of the week wise number of employees. Okay, na? Then. So day wise number of employees join. Day means day of the week. Okay, na? Understood. Then. How many employees? Like I want to count like this. How many employees are there? Name starts with A. Name starts with B. Name starts with C. See this question. How many names starts with A? How many starts with B? How many starts with C? Group by. Group by what? Hmm? Group by name. Group by name means Adams becomes one group. Smith becomes one group. Allen becomes one group. But grouping is not based on name. Grouping is based on first character. Hmm? Grouping based on first character. Then, you know, grouping based on what's that? First character. Sir, here you cannot write like. See, once again, like will not give the first character. Like will not give the first character. Like is used to compare whether name starts with some particular character or not. Using like is used for comparisons. It will not return the value. Sir, operators are used for what? Operators are used for comparisons. They will not give the value. Function will give the value. So here you cannot use like operator. Whenever you what starts with A means immediately what? Like. But okay, but where conditions you can use like. But here this is group by, you don't write condition here. Okay, na? Then left of e name comma 1. What this gives? First character. Here also you write what is left of e name comma 1. You see this? Then name starts with A. How many? 2. Adams and Ellen. Blake 1. Clark 1. Ford 1. James and Jones 2. King 1. Martin Miller 2. Smith Scott 2. Turner Next, ward. Sir, okay. Then now here grouping is based on what? Grouping is based on first character. Okay, na? Grouping based on length. Then len of what, sir? E name. Len of E name. Grouping based on length. Then show the length here. Length of E name. Grouping based on length. Then length 4, how many names are there? 3 names. Length 5, 8. Length 6. Understood? That's all here. Whatever you write it here, grouping is based on that. Okay, na? Then if I write group by E name, then what is the meaning? Grouping is based on E name. Adams becomes one group. Allen becomes one group. Smith becomes one group. James becomes one group. How many groups are created? 14 groups. E name. 14 groups are created. You see that? Adams one group. Allen one group. Name like 14 groups. And for each group, what it is showing? Count. Okay, na? Then. But my grouping is not based on name. My grouping is based on length. Then length of E name. So length 4 becomes one group. Length 4 becomes one group. Length 6 becomes one group. Length 8 becomes one group. Understood? Then length 4, 2, 5, 8, 6, 3. That's understood? Then. Okay. Okay, na? Understood? Next. Suppose I'll ask, for example, and display what's that? Month-wise number of employees joined in year 1981. Display month-wise number of employees joined in the year 1981. 1981, 10 employees joined. I want to show that 10 employees, what's that? Month-wise. How many joined in January? How many joined in Feb? How many joined in March? Like that. Then, in previous query, what's that? Like, grouping is based on what? Grouping is based on what's that? Month. MM means month. Means month. As month. Okay. What it is gives? Month-wise. But not all the years. Only 1981. Then where clause. Particular. Then where clause. Apply the where clause. Sir, if you once again, if you write query like this, first it go to EMP table. How many rows are there? 14 rows. How many rows are sent to group by? 14 rows. But don't send all the rows to group by. Send only the employee joined in 1981 to group by. Yes? Then how to get 1981 employees list? Where clause. How to write the where condition? If you don't know, then go and see the syntax. If you don't know, see the syntax. Select from what's it? Where. So where comes before group by now, after group by now? Before group by. Then what? Here you write what's it? Where? What? Are you having date part YY comma height date equals to 1981. So year equals to 1981. Listen, from EMP table, it goes to EMP table. EMP table contains how many rows? 14 rows. From 14 rows, what rows are selected? 1981. How many employees satisfying this condition? 10 employees. How many rows are sent to group by? 10 rows. Why 14? How many rows are sent to group by? 10 rows are sent to group by. Then, and what group by will do? Group group the records. Group the 10 rows based on what, sir? Month. The 10 rows are grouped based on month. So who are joined in January? That becomes one group. February becomes one group. Like that. For each group, what it will do? From each group, what it will do? Count. Count the number of employees. Then run this now. Let's see. Then. So April, how many, sir? 2, 1. December, 2. Feb, 2. June, 1. May, 1. November, 1. September, 2. Yes or no? Then, see, you see the count, total count. What is the total count? See the total count. What is the total count? 10. The total count is 10. Are understood? Okay. Yeah. Ah, ah. It is in order, no? It is in order. In order by date part mm. Okay, na? See, default order is alphabetical. Alphabetical order. Month wise order, but alphabetical order. A to Z. A to Z. April A, December, Feb, F, June, M. Alphabetical order. You don't want alphabetical order. Then order. Okay, na? Then. Yes. Use order by to sort based on month number. Okay, na? Then. Okay. Okay, then. Sir, here, what? Where class? Here, what's it? Where class? So, first one from it goes to empty table. How many rows? 14 rows. How many rows are selected? 10 rows. How many rows satisfying this condition? 10 rows. How many rows are sent to group by? 10 rows. 10 rows are sent. Group by what? Group the rows. Grouping is based on month. April becomes one group. December becomes one group. May becomes one group. Like that. From each group, what it will count? Number of employees. Okay? That. Now, understood? So then, now, like, you don't want group all the rows. You want to group specific rows. Whenever you want to group specific rows, apply what's it? Where condition. Apply the where condition. Okay? Then, next. Suppose, for example, I'll ask, sir, here, how you are showing the data? Here, you are presenting the data like this. When you run the query, you are getting the output rows and columns. Yes? You are getting the output in what? Rows and columns. Like suppose then, for example, you see this. For example, then, one second. For example, sir, here, then, if you go to tools like Power BI, Tableau. Then they present data like this. They present data like this. What this is? Huh? Graphs. Or they present data like this. What this is? What? Pie charts. Okay, na? They present data like this. We are showing the data, what's it? Rows and columns. But if you go to Power BI Tableau, they show the data like this. Sir, anything like this, na? Background is group. Background is what's it? Group by. Anything you see like this, background is what's it? Group by. In the tools, what they do, group by query is executed. Group by query will return the data. The data is converted into bars. The data is converted into bar graph. The data is converted into pie chart. Okay, na? The data is converted into graphs and charts. But background is what? Which queries run? Group by. Group by queries run. So that output is converted into this. Understood? Okay. What are these tools? What are the tools? Power BI. Power BI. Next one, Tableau. What these tools are called? What these tools are called? Data. Data what's it? Visualization. Data what's it? Visualization. Data visualization tools. Okay, na? Data visualization tools. Power BI, Tableau, ClickView. Okay, then. So if you know SQL, if you are perfect with SQL, you can play with Power BI. Okay, na? If you are perfect with our SQL. So learning Power BI is what? Very easy. Okay, na? Then. Okay, then. So we'll continue this Monday.